Sure, that would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's-
I'm not in town. I'm on vacation
Yeah,
right now, and I'm working off an iPad, and
Okay.
it's, yeah.
Okay. So
As Abraham says, that must be a nice excuse to get out of doing things, Anne.
I know I wish I'm on holiday, but that's
Yeah.
not my books yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so this first page is looking good.
Now,
and-
the wording here, I want you to go through it. I'll
Yes.
change the dates. I took off the video, so I don't know if you want the video. So what Christina did last year, she was the district director. She had an interview with Visa, or yeah, it was Visa, and then I kind of edited and put it on like just a message or something.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
that's
So I
something
was
you
gonna.
want or not?
Okay, so to start with, so that's our theme and purpose page. And yeah, I was gonna edit it. I just haven't gotten to it. I was trying to get a whole ton of emails out over the weekend. And so it's on my list. It's something that I can just do on my own time. So
Okay.
I should have that to you in a couple of days here.
Okay, so once we have everything updated, we can put it on the district site. For now, it's separate site.
Yes.
And then now, like, where do you want it on the district site? I think
I
we
think,
had it under events.
yeah, that's probably where it should go.
Yeah.
You know, last year, I think, Vesna, didn't we have it just right, a link right on the front page? If they have to go
I
to,
think we had a menu button as well. So
yeah,
we could put it on the front page.
right now, I think we need it on the front page, like where this girl is,
But,
because
you know,
now
we should have a registration too before we
Yeah.
put it on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my understanding is that Saya was going to set things up so that if people clicked on the calendar, it would take them straight to the conference site. That's my understanding in talking with her.
You know what, once she puts the registration on the calendar, we can create a button here and just conference registration. And we can have that
But
like
I
on the
think-
front page.
yeah, but I think, we should have, and can you scroll down a little bit, please, or up?
Okay.
No. Okay. What is this page?
This is
So
the
she
home-
just clicked on to find a club as opposed to the button.
No, this is the home page.
Yeah.
No, this is the home page here. So
It's just the videos running.
instead of having that girl there, I think we should put the website, because we're only going to have it for a few weeks up there. But we
Okay.
need everybody, when they go on to the District 42, to have that conference front and center.
Okay,
It's got to be the most important thing right here.
so we can create that first, like this
Yeah.
image
Mhm.
and link it to the conference website
Right.
instead of the video. And we can also make a video for the conference, like with the information, with the keynote speakers.
Yeah, and I think we should also do like Christina did last year, is have an interview with Katrina as the district director, because this is kind of her outgoing song.
Okay.
And I just think it would be nice to have her do that, and we can get somebody to interview her.
Sure.
Biden did a good job, or we can have somebody like,
You know what, Marcus is good. He's done a podcast with some of our
Yep.
Toastmasters.
yeah,
He might be a good person to do an interview
Yeah.
with Katrina. But does Katrina have time?
she'll have to make time. It only has to be, 2 minutes.
Few minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll talk to her about that and get her to get that done.
Okay, so we can
Yeah.
put this instead of the video, instead of this image.
Yeah,
Okay, and link it, link it to the. But you know what? I wouldn't do it until we have the registration ready. So
okay.
quicker
So
we get the registration ready, we
Yeah.
can connect it.
Are you in contact with Saya, Vesna?
Yeah, I can be in contact. I haven't really talked with Sai about the conference, but
Do you know, I
Yeah,
have to get in
because
touch.
I think we should connect you and her together because I had a conversation with her.
okay,
You know, it sounded like, you know, she knows what we want. It sounds like credentials and tech and everything, you know, so all those meetings we've had to date, it sounds like all of that is, we're good to go. We just need to now start connecting things together. Like,
okay. You know what? I'll set up something with Sai and Ricardo,
okay,
and we'll figure that out. And as soon as we do, it's like we'll post it. So this will be the homepage. We have the thing, the clock.
Yeah.
yeah, the countdown.
Yeah. So agenda, we deleted that. So it's waiting for the new one.
Yeah,
So this is.
and we're almost
should
there.
delete this
So,
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, and educational, so we got Greg.
yeah, we got
That's
Greg.
great.
Yeah.
And do
That's
you have a
great.
confirmation
Yes.
from Mohammed?
Okay, I do. I got information from him today. I have not had time to review that email yet. But
You
as
said
soon
you
as,
you haven't heard from him, so.
no, we've got him. He's
Okay.
good. He's confirmed what he was deciding to do. So he came back and he said, you know, because at first he was going to do recording, because he's working around, Ramadan. Is that correct? I think that's what he said. Anyhow, so, because it's really super early for him in the
Oh,
morning. So he was kind of thinking about that. And then he said, oh, I'll do a recording. And then he came back to me, he said, I think I'll do it live. And I said, okay, we might be able to give you a bit of wiggle room on the time, but not very much. It would only be, you know, kind of 15, 20 minutes sort of thing. And then he came back and then I didn't hear from him. And I thought, oh my God, again, another person I'm not hearing from. And so I just heard from him today and he said, I really want to do it live. And, you know, and here's my information. So I haven't had a chance to review it, but he's on board. For the most part, he's been very responsive
So he's doing the Friday, right?
He's doing the Friday, yeah.
Okay.
So Greg's kind of our kickoff keynote. Mohammed is kind
Thursday.
of our Friday night is sort of our leadership. You know, we're going to have all the district leaders there for the meeting. So he's going to talk about leadership. So that's good. He's good. Daniel McGill, he's good to go. So we've got him. And then the educationals. So I sent you an email with a different title for those things.
Okay.
For the 9 educationals. So there's going to be 9 educationals, and I can't remember how I put them. I think I did like
Okay, Christina's
engaging
asking for-
humor. Yeah, I think I did like
Christina's asking for the
engaging
email.
humor and fun. And then I think I did personal development and then professional development. And then what I'd like is 3 separate, under each of those 3 headings, 3 separate records like we've done for the keynotes. So we're going to have some repetition there. So each one of the kind of teams or groups or whatever will have their own sort of record.
Okay.
And I started sending you information on some of that. So if you want, I can go through who you should have and who I've sent to you and who we're waiting on. Like I'll give you the status for everybody. I think I did in my email.
So are these guys doing it one session like all together, or are they doing it?
No, so there's 3 sessions under engaging humor and fun. There's 3 sessions under personal development, and there's 3 sessions under professional development. Having said that, there's a couple of panels, and there's a couple of pairings, like partnerships, and then there's a bunch of single people presenting.
Okay.
Okay, so just to go over them. So Kevin Porras, I sent you an email with his information, and I edited the information he sent and condensed it and sent it on to you. So his should all be ready to go and on there. And then we have making fun meetings. And so the Igniters Toastmasters Club is putting something together there, and they're confirming that. So they are going to get something to us, just haven't got it yet. I believe today, I think I got for the humorist panel. So Dan McGill is also going to be on the humorist panel, and Lucas Steves is going to be our other humorist, and a panel member.
You know what, I
So-
went off that email that you sent me with for the dispatch. So that's where I got the information what's
Yeah.
up there. Now,
Yeah.
I didn't
And
go,
I sent, so here's the thing, is I sent another email to you, but I'm having problems with emails sitting in my outbox.
okay,
So my computer at home is actually still on so that emails would be sent. And so hopefully you should, if you haven't gotten an email from me in the last 2 days, it should be coming to you, because I know Kelly Core just got hers today,
okay,
and she should have gotten it yesterday. So, that's the 3 for the engaging fund. So Kevin Porras is 1, the Igniters Club is another, and then the humorist panel is a 3rd with Lucas Steves and Dan McGill. Okay. Then when we go into the personal development, we've got Mona and Vince. So that's 1. Tim Boris is another 1. And then I'm just digging up and confirming our 3rd one for that. And then for the professional development, I have Anthony Sani, and he just emailed me tonight. He's had a family emergency, and he was wondering if we can give him a little bit of an extension. And so I just sent him back an email asking for how much he needs. Catherine Secondiak, I believe she just sent me her stuff, so I'll be sending that to you.
okay,
And Jamal Crawford and Steve Olifanladi. Jamel was in contact with me over the weekend around Steve, because she's connected with him, and he's a mentee of Catherine Secondiak's. And so the 3 of them kind of had a meeting together, and so I should have that information here pretty quick. I was wondering if we can put the Toastmasters onto the website. So for each day, I don't know if we want to put it on the agenda day or if we want to put it here under the keynotes and educationals. But we have in place right now, we have Alexanne Molnar. She is our Toastmaster for Thursday night. And we're getting a partner for her for Thursday night. Friday night is Leanne Woodhouse and Faye Andrusiak. And then Saturday is Nandini and Vekatesan.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I was gonna
Venkatesan.
say, oh my God, why can't I say that? It's anyhow, and Marvin Henry. So that's that. And then we also have
Have
Al
you confirmed-
Gibson,
Anne, have you confirmed those 2?
Nandini and Marvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
so where would you want them? Like, we can put them on the homepage, just on the front, and make it look like image.
Sure.
on
Yeah,
the
if you want to put
bottom.
if you want to put the Toastmasters on the front page, we can do that.
What about the Chuck and Michelle? We can put like Toastmaster or MCs, whatever,
Oh,
and then
for the,
contest chair and chief judge, or do you want them separate?
do you want them there or
We
do you
can
want
put
them on the,
on the contestants? We can
do you
put-
want them on the contest page? I was kind of
Yeah,
thinking they
we
should
could
go
do
there.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
so what I did today was, so I'm still waiting for the results from the division contest.
Yeah.
Put them in the fall, so I have all the division contestants, and then I have the winners. So these are all done.
Okay,
I'll create the same thing for the evaluation, but I guess I'll know the division contest, but
can we slide the, because it kind of looks like you've got them sort of interspersed. Can we put the the past, like the evaluation or the table topics winners and the tall
Above?
tales? Is that at the bottom of
It
the?
is, yeah, so these are the results that we already have, so I put them
Oh,
down.
okay, okay, good.
So they are like, they're already known and this is already done, but we're waiting for
Okay.
this one. Now I can switch that if you think that would look better.
Yeah, no, I'd like them to be at the bottom, because I want the most current contest stuff up there. I think that Chuck and Michelle should be at the top of the page.
Yeah, okay.
And then with a comment underneath for, if you would like to volunteer with the contests, contact,
Okay.
I think I sent it to you, contact Chuck for,
So
you know,
we
the
have
contest
this
rules.
on the additional page or on frequently asked questions. I can put a link somewhere else. Now, I don't
Okay.
know if this email works or not. We can just, I guess, put it, let me see, volunteer. Okay, so this one. To
Okay.
Chuck, we can put Chuck's email, but I can put this on the contest page as well.
Yeah, so I talked with them and I said I was going to direct all the volunteers. So it's like, if you want to be a judge for the district contest, contact Michelle. If
Okay,
you want to volunteer for the district contest, contact Chuck. And then we need a date that they want the volunteers to connect with them by.
okay, so are these contests done and pre-recorded before the conference?
April 23rd. They're being recorded April 23rd.
But they're both done. They're just going to be recordings are
Yep.
going to be shown. Okay.
Yep.
We did
Yeah.
that last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think you asked for judges to volunteer. They get asked. I don't know that we asked for volunteers to judge.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Anybody else have a comment on that? I think that the chief judge goes after the volunteers because they have to be people who are not, like they go through the division directors to say who's going to be your rep that is
Okay.
not in a contest with, you won't be able to get the judges until after the contests are done at a division level because you can't be a judge if somebody in one of your clubs is a
Yeah, you can't be judged
Competing,
if
right.
your
Yeah.
contestant is from your club.
But volunteers, like I don't even know,
Tech people.
volunteer at the conference is good. I think the
Yeah.
tech team is looking after the tech volunteers, but you still
Well,
need
they
other-
are and they aren't. We'll have a little discussion about that after.
Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'll shut up.
Okay, so I'll correct
In
this.
theory, Christina. And thanks for joining. I forgot to put you on the email list, so I'm glad you were able to find us.
Thanks, Vesna.
Okay, so I'll change this information and I'll also put it on the contest page. So
Okay.
this is another page that I want you, Anne, to look at. So some of these dates,
Which one? Which
so
page?
this is the frequently asked questions, so that's
Oh, okay.
the last page there. So some of these, like I changed what I could, I mean, some stuff may be just good enough. I changed the images.
Okay.
Registration, we'll put the link here once we have it. Program.
Can I throw a little bit of a kink? And Christina, you maybe can tell me if this is important or not. And it has to do with our branding. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yellow is not supposed to be a main color. It's meant to be an off color.
It's one of the four.
Well,
only
it's
have
not
four
one of the
colors.
four. It's there's three of them, and then the yellow is. I'm trying to find it in the brand book so I can tell you for sure if I'm right or
No,
not.
it's not a primary color. It's let me see. I have that.
It's meant to be.
I should know this.
I know. I believe, and it's not
Okay,
because
here, it's an accent color.
yeah, it's an accent color.
But
So-
it doesn't really say that we can use it or we shouldn't use most of it or whatever. I don't think that's a big issue. If you
I
ask.
just
So-
thought I don't-
So they did use it. I mean, that's what was used for
We're
all
still,
last
we're
year's.
still using the colors that are approved by Toastmasters. It doesn't really say. that you can, or how much you can use it or not. That'll be, you know what, if you look at Toastmaster International site, they don't even use the colors there.
I have it, I have the brand page. It basically says of primary colors and accent color, but yeah, Vesna's right. It doesn't say what percentage is each. And
I mean,
Yes.
that's easily changed, but you know what? I think it kind of brightens up
I
The
think
page.
because the logo is dark, if you put one of the other three color, you'd have to change the logo because it's blue and burgundy. So then
oh,
your
those
only
are
other
the colors.
option would be
We
gray.
use the colors of the logo, the brand.
Yeah,
the
but if you
Toastmaster.
changed your background to burgundy, you'd lose 2 notes. If you change it to blue, you lose the trumpet. If you change it to gray, it's a gloomy
You
day.
see, now
We-
that's all
we have-
changeable.
We
No,
have used instead of the yellow when Vesna and I were playing around with it, we did use white as the background and that wasn't too bad, but the yellow had more pop.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise,
Oh,
if
I
you use
just-
white, you
I
have no
just-
banner, right?
I
Yeah,
just wanted to
Banner.
make sure that because we're representing Toastmasters, that we're following what they want
Yeah.
us to do. So
Yeah.
I really
I
like
think you're
it.
okay. Yeah, I think you're okay, Bev, and thank you for being the brand police. Good luck next year.
Tell me the
Yes.
brand Nazi.
It's a hard one, because
I would hate to get
Vesna's
into
right.
trouble.
The international website doesn't even follow it.
Yeah.
Last year, we had purple and orange. I've never seen them as Toastmaster brand colors.
Oh, right, yeah, the conference, the
Ugh.
convention.
With the blacked out happy faces. Oh, so gloomy.
Okay, so these things, and if you have time to take a look.
Yeah, I
I'm pretty
can
sure it's
look at-
okay. Okay, so Success Summit, this is not, I should change that.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the sort of the purpose page, the first page, and then the frequently asked question page.
Okay, so of the year awards, I just finished that today.
That looks amazing, Vesna. I can't believe you did all that today. How do you have all their pictures? You're incredible.
My husband's dreaming about me.
Oh my God, where'd you get all the photos? Absolutely
I like
amazing.
to snoop on social media.
Did you? I didn't
I
want to
do.
have to do that. You're incredible. Because now we have them all for Robert.
Now they're all on PicMonkey, so that if you need.
Are they? I'll direct him there then for the curtains. Thank you.
Okay, so these
much.
are all the finalists. And well, so division directors, I didn't have, but you sent me the list today, I think. So I'll.
It's every division director from last year, yeah.
Okay.
And they're
okay.
all on PicMonkey, right?
I probably have the pictures and stuff. So this
They're
is
on the
all,
website. They're on the website.
Yeah.
So
Candidates.
outstanding.
So
This looks good too. I was looking at this afternoon.
so if you click on the bio, it's gonna
They're
take you
amazing.
to whatever.
Yeah,
He didn't do the one that,
He didn't do the right form. Send it back.
no, you know what? I'm not gonna bother. I sent email already.
I know you did. You're amazing.
It's not gonna work. So this is what we have that we're missing. Now Marcy said she's gonna do the post for the division directors and area directors, so we'll have that.
So
going out.
Vesna, I don't know if I updated you. We don't have to do area directors because they don't get elected.
Oh,
They won't even be appointed until we have a district director after the conference. So you only have to do 3 more,
No, okay, no, I don't have the area directors here.
but you won't get them.
No, that's okay, but you know what? If we can create a post, if you're struggling to get them,
Yes.
we should, I guess, promote that a little more and look for people that are,
We can take that stuff out of that blog I sent you.
yeah,
I'm working on content creator stuff tomorrow. I'll see if I can do something.
okay. Okay, so this one's done. Pretty sure. Okay, so we will need, I guess, these 3 division directors. That's
They're good. Yep.
contest. We just saw that. I think that's
Do you need an
Pretty much.
S on contest at the,
contest.
like there's 2 contests. I'm
Contest,
in the, in the
contest,
drop down menu at the top.
contests, division, yeah, okay, I'll fix that.
No, not here. Right in the yellow in the banner at the very top.
I don't, well, you know, when you say it, it doesn't make sense. Speech
one?
contests winners.
Yeah,
No, that's not what I'm talking about. See very
Oh.
top, in the yellow banner at the very top.
Yeah.
Go up, higher in the menu.
Oh,
Should that say contests? Because we actually are having 4.
I can fix that. That's
Or we
easy.
have 2, sorry, we'll have 2.
Yeah, no, that's, I can fix that. So this we'll just update as we go, I guess.
I like this,
Yeah.
with the discs, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
You
looking
know,
really
me
good
and,
as
me
a-
and Anne, we went through, and you know what, I like the 3D look, so for me, that's kind of what pops.
I
Now I'm
love
just doing
that.
the,
And you got all different
images.
instruments, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, so that's pretty much what I have, so.
Okay, so I have, before we leave this, I have a couple of questions. So, is there a place where we can, so the one with all the people, where we have the district trio or not, yeah, the nominees.
The
So the
candidate,
district, I would say
candidate.
that's the district showcase page, correct?
Yes.
Can we have that, can we tie the agenda title with that page? Because it's
Great
gonna show
idea.
up on the agenda and people are gonna go, what is that?
okay, yeah, we can link, we
Right.
can link it.
And so is there somewhere that we can put a little bit of information about that? And then is there also somewhere where we can put a little bit of information about the district council meeting and who should attend?
Maybe Bev could write about that for the dispatch.
Okay,
Okay,
And I think that would be great. And I think it would be wonderful if we can put it on the website as well, because there is such an assumption that people understand, what is credentialing? Should I be attending? What is this meeting? Who's a district? Because we talked about this for registration,
okay.
because the question originally for registration was, are you a member of the district council? And, so we had a big discussion about most people don't know they are actually members of the district council because they're thinking, higher ups. They're thinking the district trio and maybe some division directors. They're not thinking presidents and VP eds of their clubs.
Can
They're
you
not
put that in a
thinking-
bracket, like if you're VP?
Yeah,
or
yeah. So
whatever?
we really should have it someplace that, it describes, what it is and, maybe why quorum is important and why it's important for you to attend. Like there are just some basics that those of us who've been in Toastmasters and have been part of the district council meeting, I feel we take for granted. And so having the information somewhere, it could be something that links to the agenda where it says district council meeting. And if you click on it, it takes you to a little blurb that says something about it. I don't know how you want to set things up, but
Well, we could create something like contest, maybe something like this. So council meeting and then explanation in a
Yeah.
box. So
Yeah.
kinda- yeah, we
that
could
would
do
be
that.
perfect. And it doesn't, it doesn't have to be really long.
Yeah.
It just has to be a brief thing that tells people,
Do
what
we
it
have
is.
anything on a district site that's connected to that or that explains that?
Not that I know of.
So opportunities would be for district, let's see. Oops, okay. This is, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really explain. Procedures? No. Maybe just do something like,
Sorry, what are you looking for?
so we're looking for
District
something that
council meeting.
explains the district council, who belongs to it, first of all, and when they meet or if they meet, and what kind of decisions they make, something like that.
The official write-up would be on the Toastmasters International governing documents.
Okay,
Yeah, there's a write-up there about the purpose of the district council and its composition and stuff.
If you go on, sorry. If you go on to D42 under About Us, I think it tells you that. I'm not sure. I was just trying to go on and then I'm moving my mouse here and your screen isn't working with my mouse.
Okay. Structure. Okay, so I guess the positions they're explained,
Go
but it
go
doesn't-
down a little bit more. I think it might say,
committee chairs. Yeah, no, it doesn't really just give.
where
the
did I
people
see it? I saw more. Okay,
opportunity.
go under About and then go to maybe Structure,
Okay.
like the second one. Directors.
No.
Maybe on this page, it should say, these are members of our
Council.
our
But,
district.
but
I
so
think-
are all the presidents and
And
VPX.
VP Education, yeah.
I just found a whole bunch of stuff from another, let me just drop this. I
Okay,
don't know
I'll
if you did it.
share, I'll stop sharing if you want to share.
Okay, I could just share, but I was just gonna drop the file in and you could look at it. Virtual council meeting, frequently asked questions. What's a district council meeting? What is quorum? I'm a club president. How do I register and vote?
Can you, okay, did you send that? Did you put
No,
it?
I
here?
just found it in my old stuff, but I'll drop it in the chat, the actual
If you
file.
drop it in, I can see if I can use some of it.
There might be some stuff in there, right?
Yeah,
I gotta
thank you,
find it.
Christina.
I think it was from a conference from before.
Yeah, the other thing too that needs to be somewhere on that district council page, because it's not obvious, and, I mean, we're gonna be sending out emails, but the more places we can have the information. There is a cutoff registration date for the district council meeting. People are still gonna be able to register, so how it works, because it's Zoom meeting, people are gonna be able to register right up until like literally the last minute of the conference.
Mhm.
But
Would the
Except for the
SIA
district
send,
council.
would SIA send an email? Maybe, I mean, with the registration, you have the registration
yes,
specific for the council meeting and then.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so just a second. So no, there's gonna be one
Just one
registration link, that's
registration?
all. And,
Can you
but,
click on what do you want to attend?
so what happens is there's one link. There will be emails going out saying, if you're part of the district council, you need to register by. And I think it's, I don't have my calendar with me here. I think it's April. It's the Saturday night, the 23rd. So you have to register for the district council meeting by April 23rd to make sure that they've got quorum. And if you are not registered by them, then you're not going to get your vote. And then people can, and then anybody who wants can still keep registering for the conference.
So
So
maybe
that's-
Beth can put something together for the dispatch. Do you think you have time to put some dates, like registration is coming, council meeting, who's attending, you have to register before that date? Maybe some of those some of that information to send it out in a dispatch. What do you think, Beth?
No, I'll put that in my dispatch information.
Okay. Just whatever needs to be done, I guess, for the conference, because this is the last dispatch before the conference. So the more information we have, the better.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, and so I think that that's all I've got, other than I'm not sure where we want to put Al Gibson's educational session. So he's doing a session, kind of a short informational on parliamentary procedure, Robert rules, whatever you want to call it, right before the district council meeting. So
Okay.
I'm not sure where we want his information, if we want it with all the district council stuff, or if we want it on the educational piece.
I would put it under educational, and just where Greg is, like, we can put the dates when each of these speakers will talk.
Okay,
And And then we can just put it underneath him, and then, or we can put like a Friday night, or Saturday or Thursday, whatever.
Right.
Kind of separate this page with people that are gonna be talking.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we can set it up by date. I'm fine with that.
Okay,
Because that would probably help people figure out their calendar and what days they want to attend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Keith said in the chat, he's got the agenda too, so.
Okay, did you put it in the chat or no?
No, he'll be sharing it here.
Okay,
But we just wanted to finish this up. So, so I think it's kind of all coming together. I'm also one of those people too, where I need to see it.
yeah,
Like, so we need to keep inputting and then I can see it. And then it's like, I can go, okay, we still need to do this, change this and that. So,
okay, so I'll put the link, I mean, this is public, so if you look at it, you can find it, but here's the link for it.
what would make it easier for me right now while I'm away is if you can just resend it in an email.
Okay.
Okay.
What's happening with the DTMs?
That's a good question, Christina. What is happening with the DTMs?
Well, in the past, we had a PowerPoint, but there's not that many. Like how?
Yeah, I can't remember. I think Keith and I started talking about it. There's, so I will put that down here.
Okay, so Christina, you put in a banner parade.
That's for Keith. I just found it. That's not what I'd found earlier, Keith, but I thought I'd share it with you.
Well, we have the old one on the website.
Yeah,
So
that was an
you know what?
older
I thought that was pretty good, actually. Sending it to all the clubs, put a blurb together. Here's the link for the old one. And like, can you do something like in 20 seconds? And so this one here,
oh, the videos. Yeah,
I thought that was.
it was fun. We had about
Yeah.
20 clubs participate, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
What
if
were
you
you
show
thinking?
it, we can get more clubs involved.
Yeah. So we wanted to fill in all kind of the main people and roles. And then, so some of these other things have been put, it's like prizes. We've connected with Robin and got the prizes stuff all figured out, but
Okay.
but
tell you what we did
we'll
with
talk about that in the rest of the agenda. So I just want to make sure that Vesna's got everything she needs. And we sent you a draft, correct, of the agenda. You should have received that from Keith and I. Have you received that, Vesna?
Let me just check.
This is what we did with the DTMs before, but it was a lot of work to collect them all, the pictures and the comments. But there's
Yeah.
only 5 people. We could use the same template if you don't have something, but it was.
I already have a template for the pictures. Now, are you showing all of them?
What we did is they were looped during the breaks,
Okay.
but I think there's only about 5 this year. So I don't know if you
Well,
wanted.
I have Dunstan, I have Dawn, I have Daisy and Marcy now. So I
I
think.
think that's.
I
oh,
thought I heard that there might be about 10.
They'll come in at the last minute. We had to put a cutoff, so there was time to create the PowerPoint, but I
Yeah.
remember that PowerPoint. I think I worked on part of it like 3 days before the conference, and we said, that's it. I can't take anybody else. We'll never get it done. I'll miss the conference. So that's
Yeah.
kind of, you could almost say that the week before, whoever is in the books by April 20th or whatever it ends up being.
Yeah. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know if that was the plan. I know Katrina had sort of suggested, I don't know, Bev, if you've talked about it, announcing them or I know one.
Yeah, I think if there's not like 45, and there's only 10 or less, it would be nice to just announce them and make a special occasion of it.
And they need to be
need
invited
what?
to attend, right? So that they're there. But if you do the PowerPoint, then it doesn't, we can do it whether they're there or not.
Yeah.
So I thought she had a vision for it and I don't know. She didn't talk to you, Anne? There was the
Who?
DCP clubs and there was the DTM and I can't remember who kind of said, oh, that's yours, Christina. And I'm not really sure if that took off or didn't take off.
I've really, yeah, we've heard nothing unless Keith has heard something. I haven't heard
I
anything.
know she was really strong about the DCP clubs.
So,
I
and
don't
I'm
think
sorry,
we
just
have-
repeat again who she is.
Katrina, sorry. the
Okay.
district-
I got a call from Katrina panicking. Oh, like I put the post about 7 out of 7 executive members trained. And I don't know if she saw it or somebody else saw it, and just the way I worded it, she's like, not all these clubs are like 7 out of 7. I go, well, I got an email from Robin, and I go, maybe I didn't understand it. Anyways,
Oh.
all the clubs that I put on that post, they just received the point. They didn't get all those 7 out of 7 awards.
Oh, trained. Oh, they got 4 out of
She's
7.
panicking, like calling me on Saturday night.
It's all wrong. That's not right. Well, maybe we should go back. Do you want me to do something with that, Anne? I can talk. to-
Can we maybe just park that for right now as we go
bet.
through the agenda and figure out sort of what pieces we have left to do?
Sorry, I didn't
No,
know
no,
that.
that's
Yeah.
okay. I didn't want to have to hold up Vesna and if Ricardo, well, he's not coming, but I didn't want them
Go
to
ahead,
have
yeah.
to sit through a whole meeting if they didn't need to.
You know what,
So,
Ann? I don't see agenda for the,
Conference.
I don't know, and you said you keep sending.
I
them the-
sent it. Okay, so Bev, did you get one? Because you should have gotten one too.
Yes,
Agenda?
Yep.
Yeah, so you got a draft agenda this last weekend?
I can show you what I got, so I don't know if you have, okay, here. This is what I have from you, so I don't know unless it's underneath, under one of these. And this is not it. No. Conference meeting, this is for tonight. It's article for dispatch.
Yeah, no, it would have come after.
So
Okay.
I don't know if I got it then.
Oh, it doesn't look like, yeah, no, it doesn't look like you got it.
Let's see here, I don't,
Okay,
no.
I wonder if it's still sitting in my outbox, which it could be. So,
There is an
Um,
agenda, right?
yeah, so just, and just as a repeat too, the agenda, there is still some changes on it, so like,
Well,
please
you know what, as
don't,
long as we have
please
like
don't share it with
approximate.
anybody. Please don't share it with it.
No,
I don't want all these agendas out floating around out there and then people say, but it said that, blah, blah, blah.
No, 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 you're right. Don't release it until it's solid.
You
Yeah,
know what, I
exactly.
worked on that last year's agenda until the last day, because
It's-
there was
yeah.
changes coming all the time.
Yeah,
That minute by minute.
Oh,
We
yeah.
secure the minute before the conference starts.
yeah. So, but most of the players, we want to have everything in by the end of this week for sure, so. And we're getting close. We're definitely getting close. So, Keith, if you want to put the agenda up, then we can kind of go through day by day and we can say what we've got in place and what still needs work and whose department it is to do it.
Okay, so do you?
You want me
need-
to share the minute by minute, Ann? Just confirm
Yes,
you
if
want me
you
to share
could,
the
if you
minute by
could
minute.
please, yeah, if you could please, Keith. And then Vesna will know what she should have that
Okay.
she obviously didn't get from me. So if you can send it to Vesna and Ricardo, that would be great, just to make sure that they have it.
No, I never got this.
would you mind sending it to me too? I thought I had seen it, but I'm just going through my emails and I don't know where I saw it.
Just drop it in the chat.
Yeah,
Then
Okay.
we'll have it.
Yeah,
But we will never
like I
share it.
said, it could still
Don't share
be
it.
sitting in my outbox, so.
Okay, where are we at?
Okay, so this is Thursday. So I'm in conversations with someone possibly for a sergeant at arms. We have Alex Ann Molnar for the Toastmaster. We're
That's
going to
fabulous.
do a quick, Keith, have you found, did you talk to the person about the land acknowledgement?
No.
You
No, I
know,
haven't.
actually, Dan did a really nice one. Yes. When was it? He did a really nice one at one of the, on Saturday.
I have a comment about that.
Mhm.
You know what?
Who's acknowledging the land acknowledgement? In general? Who needs to acknowledge it? Like, why are we doing it?
Oh, Christina, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because
No, no,
that's-
no. Wait, Bev, I might not be on your page, but
Oh.
I've been thinking about this a lot. And we think it's appropriate for an Indigenous person to do it, but the Indigenous persons already know about the land. Isn't it the non-Indigenous that are supposed to be acknowledging the Indigenous? Is that too political?
Yes.
And why are we doing it? Like, I have never seen this before. This was just like recent.
It just
I-
started with somebody and I believe it's a political statement and I don't like having it, but
Every meeting, every
I know.
school, every business, it's
Yeah.
everywhere.
So-
Every.
political-
So we,
Yeah,
please don't say every, but how long do we have to do it? Forever?
I know.
yeah,
Do you know
So-
what?
We should sing an anthem, Canadian anthem now.
We did. Last year we did. No, we
Yeah.
did the anthem and then we had to do the acknowledgement, but I would
Yeah.
rather have both than just the acknowledgement.
okay, so
Me too.
somebody asked about it at one of our other meetings. Keith and I talked about it and said, yeah, if we're gonna put it in, we put it in, but we want it to be really short and sweet. Like you see, there's only a minute. It's only on Thursday because that's the start of the
Starting the
conference.
whole
And,
conference. Yep, agreed.
and then we did have one in on Saturday. We can take it out.
I don't think. you
And
need
that
it.
was just because we thought there might be a lot of people who don't do Thursday and Friday, and so then they're just doing the Saturday. Now, having said that, so Bev, you mentioned Dan.
I don't think Dan does it, but how we worded it was really good. It was the best one I've heard yet. That in my
Yeah.
opinion.
So he was in on our tech team meeting. Keith and I were there with Harvey, and then some of the other people had all dropped out. And then he went and made a comment, and then he told a very inappropriate joke, and it was like, oh, this could be just so bad. So I don't want to be in that situation.
When was
Like-
it?
You can do a video.
Oh, that's a good idea,
There's
Christina.
some, I think it was last year or was it 2 years ago? Festnet, I don't know if you remember. We did O Canada and it was like a drone going across the country. We don't have to do the same one. And we did a land acknowledgement. There's a really good one and it shows the horses and some of the Indigenous people and some scenes of them doing, and then there was music and some words we acknowledge. You don't have to do it that long. You can do a short paragraph with just a slide that is Indigenous art or something. But it's, you could probably find a 1 minute video or you could have somebody just read it. I know they do it every day at school and it's very difficult, some of the punctuations. So there are some without all the punctuations because we can't do Treaty 7 because we have to include Saskatchewan, which is a different treaty.
Okay.
Right.
So we just did a,
May I do that? May I be in charge of that little segment?
Yeah, as long as it's, politically
Appropriate.
correct, and I'm not gonna hear whatever. I like the idea of doing like a little short O Canada, along with the, land acknowledgement, and honestly, shorter the better.
Right.
And,
If
and
you-
what we'll do is we'll take out the one on Saturday. Keith, is that okay? Take out the one on Saturday and just do like the little opening on Thursday night, and then that's it. Done, taken care of. Keith, are you there? Maybe not.
Took out the Saturday one just now.
Okay,
You see it?
perfect.
It's disappeared.
Okay, wonderful. You work your Excel magic. I'm so impressed. Thank you.
I'll put something together and I'll run it by you, Ann, to see if it's what you like, if it's okay with you. Is that all right?
Sure. Well, and Keith
So
too.
you don't
yes,
have
please.
to worry about that part.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so then we've got our keynote, Greg, and then, well, back on Thursday. Oh, okay. Keith is still playing with the sheet.
You said he's amazing at it.
He
So
is.
just so you guys know, the way that this is structured, there's one worksheet that has the names of who is responsible for any given part. So Bev, you just said that you want to take over the land acknowledgement piece. Is that
I'm not
correct?
going to say it. I'll get somebody else to do it, but
Yes. So that's why I put your name here under that section that's related to land acknowledgement. So on the worksheet, notice that whoever's name is in that slot is whoever shows up here. So whatever you choose or whatever the agreement is, that's how it will change. Okay. That's all I have to say on that.
Yeah. Okay, so then moving along, we get to the video parade. And Keith and I have just had preliminary discussions around the parade of clubs. We talked about having everybody do like a little 20-second slideshow because depending on how many people participate, that could go, you know, it could take a long time. We didn't want it to necessarily take a long time, but we still wanted to do something around that to honor the club. So that's kind of what's there. So we may or may not have a humorist on Thursday night. I'm working on that. I've had a whole bunch of no's and competing in contests and stuff. So may or may not. I've got one more contact, maybe two. To ask about that. Then we've got Christina doing the candidate showcase. So Christina, you're taking care of that?
Yeah, just a heads up, I've asked somebody to co-do it with me. I'll let you know. I haven't heard back from them. They're not answering my messages.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so we will do the 4 top elected and the division directors. That's it. So
Okay,
at this
perfect.
point, it would be 7 people. I hope it gets up to 10.
Okay, and we've got a whole hour set aside for that. Do we need that much time?
Can I let you know in a week? Like if we
Sure.
don't have
Yep,
3
yep.
division directors, you're gonna get in probably 10 minutes, right? Well, more
Okay.
than that, 7, 5, 15 minutes. So whatever it is, we'll just end up with a break a little bit sooner. So keep it at an hour. I'll schedule, it would be 10 minutes per person. I don't think we'll need that long.
Right. Okay, sounds good. And then we've got Chuck for the contest. And then Keith and I giving highlights for the next day, and then that's it. And then we're on to Friday. And we have our opening comments. We've got Mohammed Murad doing his keynote. We've got our Pathways networking activity and first timers activity. So Keith and I still need to figure out the details on that. We've got Al Gibson, and Al is going to do a recorded session for his parliamentary procedure. And then we go into the district council meeting. Now, what may be a hiccup now is that Mohammed does want to give his session live. I know when he and I met for a Zoom meeting, he was 20 minutes or so late. So I do have concerns. But I thought what we could do is if he doesn't come on, we could just roll right into the networking and the parliamentary procedure. We would have those set up and we can kind of play with that. Maybe even divide, I'm trying to think how much time do we have set aside for the networking?
14
so
minutes.
14 minutes. We might split that into 2 7-minute things, depending on if we're waiting for him or whatever, do some before, some after. So we'll just kind of make sure that we've got a little bit of flexibility and give Leanne and Faye a heads up on that so they can just roll with whatever comes their way. And tech team as well. Okay, any other questions for Friday?
So your humorous for there is you're just having somebody tell a joke?
Well, so what we initially, our thought was, is that on each one of the days, we have a humorist.
Okay,
The humorist, so for a couple of reasons. One, because a lot of clubs don't have a humorist, so they might decide to add that role to their meetings. We wanted to encourage people to think about the newest path, engaging humor. And we also wanted to have a humorist kind of hanging in the background in case we have technical difficulties. They could fill in the time with telling a few jokes or a short tall tale or, you know, a little bit of a speech or something that would fill in that time and people wouldn't be just sitting waiting for tech to fix the problem. So that was our thoughts.
I think that's a good idea. Do you know who's really good at that? Is Bob Rogers.
Oh, okay. Can you send me the contact information?
You might want to check with him because he's just really a funny guy.
Is he, so then the other question, was he competing in contests?
I don't think so. He's
He's the
Division
division
A
director.
Division director, he can't compete.
Oh, okay.
He's a very
Um,
good contest.
yeah.
person.
So send me the contact information because I had gotten Chuck Rose's name and he's busy. Laura Chambers competed. Amy Wu had promised us she was going to be one of the humorists. And then her club talked her into competing. So then she was out. And so so I had asked for Lucas Steve's contact information. So he sent me an email today. He had an injury. And so he'd been kind of off the grid for a while, which is why I hadn't heard from him. So I thought we had lost him too. So I asked Dan McGill if he would sit in on our humorous panel because we were losing all the people off that. So we're down to 2 humorists and I didn't want to ask Dan McGill because he was already keynoting. So we've got Lucas for Saturday and no one for Thursday, Friday. And what we might do is if we get an extra one, probably just put them on Thursday rather than Friday, because I think we really only have one break on Friday. So I don't know. But if Bob does anybody else know Haley Pawalachuk, I think is her name? She's with Shaw Masters. Now she may have competed and that might be why Laura Chambers knows her name. So so anyhow, I have to find her contact information and I don't have it. And I do know one other place or one other person I can connect with. To
Well, Bev
possibly-
can look it up. Bev can
Okay.
look it up from the district membership, but she wasn't a member last year.
Okay,
I just sent you Bob Rogers information.
okay,
Put it in
thank
the
you.
chat. I just put it in
Yeah.
the chat for everybody.
Yeah,
Smarty.
yeah, I think Kimberly Detmold might have her information too. So if you can look up Haley, I'll send the name to you, Bev, and then you might be able to send me her contact information. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that's Friday and we can roll into Saturday. Okay, so we'll talk about the Toastmasters. So Nandini was originally paired with Darlene Davies. Darlene Davies ended up competing. The competition just like if people were competing in contests or in conference became like one of the biggest headaches of putting all of this together. So we just in the end had to make just a rule that if you competed in contests at any level, we're just saying, we're not going to have you do the conference, because there were other people that we had asked way back when, before contests started, to be in the conference. And they said, well, I'm competing at club. And so then we said no. And so then they were out. And they may be available now, but we're not asking them now because we already told them, no, you can't. So it's just been, yeah. So just having one rule just makes life easier. So then what happened is, so we got back to Nandini and Darlene and said, you know, this isn't going to work, blah, blah, blah. Nandini, can you find yourself somebody else that you would like to work with? And then she came back with an email and said, well, I know this person and you all know him, and he wasn't competing, and his name's Marvin. And so I'm not going to be the person who tells Nandini that she cannot do Toastmaster pairing with her husband. So the bigger thing that I looked at is there is very little talking time. Like, honestly, the Toastmasters will have very little time to do any little bits. It's going to be really short and sweet, or they're just going to run our conference like way over time. So